Beloved listeners, I'm excited to announce that we are starting Season 3 tomorrow, January 1st, with the Gospel of Luke. Now, if you are familiar with the Bible, you might wonder if it's worth continuing going through the Gospels due to the fact that so many of the stories are similar. You might suppose that the content would be very similar as well, and thus just repeats of previous episodes. Just two thoughts. First, as of recording this, I've finished working through the first chapter of Luke, and I can tell you that it's not the case. Yes, there will be similar stories later on, particularly, but while Matthew contains 90% of Mark's account, Luke only has 50%. Luke also is the largest book in the New Testament, and when combined with its Acts, that is the second volume, it exceeds the 13 books Paul wrote. I have already found great treasures in first chapter alone, and I'm excited how the Lord will use these insights in your life as well. Second, the reality is that even if it comes to the similar stories of Jesus' teaching and works, and even if Ryle copied word for word his remarks on them from Matthew and Mark, we would only be reminded of some important truths that we've likely forgotten. I trust that the questions added to the end of Mark have been a help as you have sought to bring these truths to bear in your life. These will continue in Luke. The only difference this year will be the frequency of when episodes drop. I've decided to release episodes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope this doesn't throw off those who follow carefully too much. If you are new to this podcast, don't feel obligated that you need to start in Matthew or Mark. Jump into Luke with us, and if you find it profitable and listen to the end, you might just want to go back and listen to the others as well. If you're planning to listen, brothers and sisters, in the coming weeks, would you consider using this as a discipleship tool and invite someone to join with you? I'm reminded that when we study the Bible, it's not just for us. It's so that we would have truth to speak to others and to encourage others with. Would you please consider this? If you've never subscribed, please do so, and you'll get the first podcast tomorrow on Monday, January the 1st. Friends, my prayer is that our gracious God would strengthen us by grace and transform us by the renewing of our minds as we listen and apply what we hear by the power of the Holy Spirit. May the grace of Christ be with you.